Hello everyone, I hope you guys must be doing great and you must be enjoying this SQL series where we are trying to learn everything about SQL. Now in this particular video, we are going to start advanced SQL. So in this video, we'll be talking about how to write window functions and how we can use window functions to perform ranking. So we'll be talking about how to use rank functions, dense rank function and row number function also. So this is all what we are going to discuss in this particular video. Before we start this video, I request all of you to please share this video with your friends so that everyone can learn SQL in a very detailed way. Let's get started.
Window functions. Now, what exactly is window function and why we need this functionality? Let's first of all create a sample table. So this table is having employee ID, name of the employee, salary, and let's say department ID. It is having some records, 1 record, 2, 3, 4, and let's fill this with some random data, 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, AA, BA, CK, DM, NK, and 10, 12, 11, 15, 10, D1, D2, D1, D2, D3. Now, if I ask you to find out, let's say department-wise average salary, if this is the question that I want you to work on. Now, for this particular question, you will be required to use group by, right? Because the question is asking you to find out department-wise average salary. So you have to use group by. Also, you will get the output as an aggregated table. You will have department ID over here and you will have average of salary over here. So you will get the answer as D1, D2, D3 because we have 3 departments followed by their average salary. So for D1 it's 10.5, for D2 it's 13.5, for D3 it is only 10. So this is the output that you will get if you want the answer to this particular question. But what if my requirement is that I wanted to generate the aggregated values, let's say average of salary, with the non-aggregated table? I want the answer over here. So for department number 1, I need 10.5 over here. For department number 2, I need 13.5 over here. Then 10.5 over here, 13.5 over here, and 10 over here. So what is my objective? My objective is to basically get the aggregated values with this non-aggregated data. And this is where the concept of window functions comes into picture, and it is useful because when we use group by, using group by, you get output as an aggregated table. So this is your aggregated table. And if you want aggregated values together with non-aggregated data, we use window function. Now, window functions are applied in 2 steps. Your step number 1 is known as creating window or partitioning the data. So let's understand how. Employee ID, name, salary, and department ID. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's fill this with some data. So now the very first step when we wanted to apply window functions is known as windowing or partitioning. Now what we are going to do, since my objective is to find out department wise average salary, I will order or I will arrange my data in such a way that all the similar departments are kept together, or all the similar departments are in the consecutive rows. Let's see how. So I'll start with 0, 1, AA 10 D1, and then I will place the department with D1 itself. So 03, so employee with department D1, which is 03 CK 11 and D1. Then I'll pick employee with department 2, 02 BA 12 D2 and 04 DM 15 D2. Finally, 05 NK 10 D3. So here, if you carefully observe, we have created buckets, and these are known as window. So this is window 1, window 2, window 3, and these are known as partitions. So this is a partition and this is another partition. So we have created partitions in our table. We have created 3 windows. Now on top of each window, I wanted to perform aggregation. So second stage is known as aggregation, which I am going to apply over each partition. Over each partition. Now how and what all aggregations we can apply? I can use average, I can use sum, I can use min, I can use max, I can use count. So I can use any of these aggregation functions. Let's perform aggregation. So again, let's create the table. Employee ID, name, salary, department ID, and now here I'll have average of salary. This is my aggregation function. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll fill this with some data. So 01 AA 10 D1, 03 CK 11 D1, 02 BA 12 D2, 04 DM 15 D2, 05 NK 10 D3. Now we have the partitions. So this is window 1, window 2, window 3. I know that for window number 1, I want average of salary. So I'll apply average of salary on window number 1. That will give me 10.5, 10.5 as the value. Then I'll go to window number 2 and I'll apply average of salary, which is my aggregation function. I'll get 13.5, 13.5. Finally, I'll go to window number 3 and apply average of salary function. I'll get 10 as the answer. And this is how we use or we apply windows. If I focus on query, the window query, it is exactly written in 2 steps. I'll say select star, comma. So I need all the rows and columns together with. I need average of salary function to be applied over a window which is partition by department ID. I'll call this as AVG department salary from the table employees. Now if you carefully read this query, it is simple to understand. I want to apply this aggregation function over the window which is partitioned by department ID. So a particular window function query would have this component, which is the aggregation function, that I wanted to apply this particular component, which is basically talking about how a particular window is defined. So I'm defining a window using the clause over. So we use over clause to define a window, and the window is partitioned by department ID. Over each window, we are applying this function average of salary, and I'm calling this new column as AVG department salary. So basically, I'll get over here, I'll get the column name as AVG department salary. Let's look into one example. So let's check out the employees data table, and let's get the department wise average salary as a new column over here. So select star, comma, I need average of salary over partition by department ID, and I'll call this as AVG underscore DPT underscore sal from the table employees. And here we have the result. Now if you carefully observe this result, it is easy to understand. Let's go to our department which is having, so here department 90 is having 3 rows, and these are the salaries 24,000, 17,000, 17,000. If we take the average, you will get 19,333, which is the answer. So for all the 3 rows, you are getting the same answer. Let's talk about what exactly is the rank function. Now, rank is a aggregation function. So here, in the last slide, we were talking about what exactly is the window functionality, right? So with window functionality, we can use a variety of aggregation functions, and I have written those functions over here, right? With these functions, we can also use some additional functions. So these are the aggregation function which you can normally use even with group by, even without group by also. In the table directly, in your main table, you can directly apply these aggregation functions to find out average, sum, minimum, maximum, count, right? But there are some functions which are only workable. You can only make use of them with window functions or with window functionality. So rank, dense rank, dense underscore rank, and row number. We are going to talk about these 3 functions. These 3 functions are something which you can only work with window functionality, can only be used with window functionality. So let's see how. Let's first of all create a table. So employee ID, name, salary, department ID, and let's add some data. So we have 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, AA, BA, CK, NM, TA, DT, 10, 15, 12, 11, 15, 11. Now D1, D3, D1, D2, D2, D3. Now what is my objective? My objective is that I want department wise rank of the employees based on their salary. So if I look into department number 1, I'm having 2 employees here and here. So employee number 1 and employee number 3 are working in department number 1. But if I ask you to rank them based on their salary, employee number 3 will get a rank of 1 and this person will get a rank of 2 within their department according to their salary. Similarly, if I look into department number 2, this person will get rank 1, this person will get rank 2. And similarly in department number 3, this person will get rank 1 and this person will get a rank of 2. So this is what my objective is. I want to generate this kind of data where within each department, we have a rank of employees according to their salary. This is my objective. Now again, we have to apply window. So let's create the first step, which is creating window or partition. This is known as windowing or creating partition. So let's create a window. But there is one small change that will happen over here. Department ID, name, salary, employee ID. Sorry, this is employee, this is department. I'm really sorry. And now while we are creating window, I will just make sure that my data is ordered according to the salary column in descending order. So this is the thing that we have to keep in mind. What we have to keep in mind, let me quickly write it down. So while creating window or partitioning the data, order the data according to salary in descending order. Now why I need this? Just let's understand why. So let's fill this with data. When I'm talking about department number 1, I'll keep 03 first, 03 CK 12 D1, and then I will have 01 AA 10 D1. Then for department 2, I'll first pick 05 TA 15 D2 followed by 04 NM 11 D2. Finally, I'll have 02 BA 15 D3 followed by 06 DT 11 D3. Now if you guys carefully observe for each window that we have created, so this is window number 1, this is window number 2, this is window number 3. For each window or within each window, my data is ordered according to the salary column, and that too in descending order. So order descending. And the reason we have done it so that I can give the first rank to the person with highest salary in that department. So let's move to the second step, which is aggregation. And now I will perform aggregation, and here I will apply the functionality rank, the rank function. So now how my output would look like: employee ID, name, salary, department ID, and rank. So I'll just copy the same data: 03 CK12 D1, 01 AA 10 D1, 05 TA 15 D2, 04 NM 11 D2, 02 BA 15 D3, 06 DT 11 D3. Now within each window, I'm going to apply the rank function. So this is my window number 1, window number 2, window number 3. When I apply rank function, I'll get 1 over here, 2 over here, 1 here, 2 here, 1 here, 2 here. And this is the column which we were trying to create. So this is how we can use the rank functionality. But we have two more functions. One is dense rank, the other one is row number. We have already talked about rank. Let's understand the difference between them: rank, dense rank, and row number. For this, I'll create a quick table and assume that this is one window. So this is my salary column, and this is the output from the rank function, output from dense rank, and output from row number. So here I'm having multiple rows. Now assume that this is one particular window. This is one window, and within that window I'm having some employees with salary 100, 98, 98, 95, 92, and 80. Now what rank function will do, it will give rank as 1, 2, 2, then 4, 5, 6. So you can see that rank function will skip the occupied rank. Skip occupied rank. But dense rank will give 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't skip. Did not skip anything. And row number is just a row number, like nothing special. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is what row number will give you. Okay. Now let's quickly see one example on MySQL Workbench. So I'll quickly check out the employees table. And let's say I wanted to find out department wise rank. So select a star, comma, rank over partition by department ID. Now while I'm creating a window, so let's go back over here. If I talk about the query, for this, there is one small change. While I'm creating window, I have to order my data, right? So in my over clause, select a star, comma, let's say I wanted to apply rank. In my over clause, I'll write partition by, let's say, department ID. But I'll also mention order condition or order clause, order by salary in descending order as RNK from the table employee or employees. This is the small change that you have to make in your query. While you are creating a partition or a window, you have to also order your data within each window. Order data within each window. And this is really important because if you do not do that, the rank function will not work as expected. So that is the reason we will write order by. I want to order the data according to the salary column in the descending order, and I'll call this as RNK from the table employees, and let's run it. So here we have rank. Let's apply other functions also so that we can quickly compare all the three: rank, dense rank, and row number. So I'll convert this to dense rank, and this is dense rank, and I'll convert this to row number. I'll change this column to d underscore rank and this as rn, which basically means row number. Let's run it. Here we have the result. Let's quickly focus on a particular department. Let's see department 100. I have these many employees, but none of them are having same salary. So let's focus on department 60. And over here, you can see a change. So here in department 60, I'm having two employees with the same salary for 4,800, 4,800. So for the rank function, I'm having 1, 2, 3, 3, 5. 4 has been skipped. But for dense rank, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. For row number, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So I hope now you guys are clear with window functions and how you can use the rank function. So this was all about this particular video. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video, but till then make sure you are practicing SQL. Good luck.